Welcome to
Yo,
brand new episode of Another Shit Opinion Podcast. It's your boy John and my special co-host guest, Dev's in the building.
my
I think I
mama
got
called
that
me
right.
Devin, so you can call me Devin.
I got that correct. I felt like I was gonna chop the co-host, special co-host guy. Thought I was gonna chop.
Ah, you got it. You good. Thank you.
Got
Thank
it.
you.
Filming it. We actually filming the episode, nice and early. You see, it's nice
Early
and
day. If you
bright.
look out the window, it's usually dark and shit. You got the sunlight
Yeah, so we
kicking
got
in and
extra
shit.
light,
Yeah,
so it's gonna be extra light. By the time this episode done, it's gonna be done nice and bright, no nighttime. So nice
right.
and bright episode so y'all can see our faces as we talk.
Yes.
We're gonna talk, but we're gonna start off the episode with sad news. Hip hop lost
Yeah, it
another
sucked, man.
legend. So
Facts.
he, the DJ K Slay, passed away with complications with COVID. That's
Cases. Yeah, complications due to COVID.
I just want to make sure I say it right because I think that's the term they use when they say someone passed COVID complications.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Yeah, of course, it they be having other illnesses, but COVID usually opens the door to other shit like other complications. So he went to the hospital. It's been again when COVID was prime. He went in there dealing with that shit, and then he's been in there since dealing with COVID. And unfortunately, it took him, man. K-Slay a legend, man. New York, everywhere. Fucking yeah, like. I mean, especially New York, but K-Slay is a DJ known all around the world and shit. Like, so.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say, but it's definitely unfortunate. But yeah, with COVID, it is underlying. Some people be having underlying conditions. So once you caught that was like the combinations what triggered, all them deaths that took place. But it's unfortunate.
Well, again, even with me, they said that like me having COVID could have triggered my MS. Like I didn't have any MS issues until after I got COVID. So like my doctor was saying, yeah, like I wasn't diagnosed until after I had COVID. So they were saying a lot of time with COVID, it was people would have underlying issues or underlying illnesses and not even know it. And COVID triggered other things. And that's what they believe happened with me having being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Like, so K-Slay getting COVID, he did have underlying issues that wasn't bothering him at first, but after getting hit with COVID bad, it just was downhill from there. So man, it's sad.
That's crazy, but RIP to a hip hop legend. Hip hop lost, big name in the world of hip hop.
Drama King.
Fortunate, but we're gonna start off this episode. Well, we started off the episode with sad news, but we're easing into something, not as sad, but 50 states that he wants to buy the power universe from stars. You think he should do it, or you think that's just part of the marketing scheme? Like, 50, because he usually be doing that. He's been doing that for a few years now.
Like, I'm about to say, like, with the 50 power stars, like, I feel a part of their branding is what seems to be like feud between them and shit. Like 50 always saying some shit about them. 50 always come out with a hot take about stars and his, him being unhappy with stars and shit. But you continue to see like them dropping new work and shit under the power universe and shit. So I don't be knowing what's real or not with 50 when it comes to like
that's what I'm saying,
the star situation. Like I really don't be knowing.
What I would say is, Stars is a big company, and the way 50 puts numbers out is like 50 is responsible for like all those shows that 50 has his hands on, part of a big chunk of the Stars viewership. But I feel like ain't nothing wrong with it's something you have a hand in creating and all out, getting the all out rights to owning it, and then you can do what you want with it.
Well, I know that.
Can't knock that. I'm pretty sure that'll definitely be very more lucrative for him.
Yeah. Oh, of course. But the thing is, like, the main writer, that black woman, I can't remember her name, who writes.
Porny Camp.
Yeah, who does most of the writing for the Power Universe. If he takes it, will he be taking her as well? Because, again, 50 has brought, what I would say, a lot of viewership to Stars because Stars ain't really, when it comes to like age with the show, I mean the networks and stuff, HBO definitely be having it when it comes to like the shows and shit where you got HBO, Stars, Cinemax, which is now with HBO and shit. But like HBO definitely
and shit, they about to merge with HBO Max about to merge with I think Discovery is about to be like a big ass merger.
Right. So HBO like usually is the king when it comes to these shows and shit. So Stars and the Power is really like competing because I'm pretty sure the Power universe is up there with the top shows of today and shit, like
in viewership, yes.
And viewership. And so, and 50 played a big part of that and shit. Again, 50 used his popularity and his influence to promote the show, and the show was a success. So I just wonder if him trying to take over or buy it outright, would that mean he would be taking the writer as well? Would she be like, nah, I'm gonna stay over here with Stars? Like,
I'm pretty sure he's going. If he was considering, he probably in his mind is considering it. I don't know what his thought process on that. But I'm pretty sure he thought about that shit. Yo, I'm gonna just take this and own this shit straight away. I'm pretty sure Stars have been paying him.
Oh yeah. So, and Stars ain't gonna give it up. Like they just ain't gonna be like, oh, 50, you came with an idea. They like, nah, nigga, we the house your idea. We probably fund it. Like this is our shit. Like on some Nick Cannon type shit when Nick Cannon was trying to take Wildin' Out from MTV, is like, yeah, it might have been your idea, but it was on our network and we housed it and we funded it. Like, so we gonna give you some pushback. I just wonder where he would go with Stars other than HBO. Where can you see Stars living other than like Stars where it's at now, or where you can see Power living other than Stars and maybe HBO? Like, will it still have that same love and effect? Like if it was on fucking Peacock or Paramount Plus or some shit like that. Like
I think it would, like, for the simple fact that 50 is behind it, and I think he'll take the whole staff for him. That's not they're not contracted to Stars, and they just like that's their job. They're working on it. I'm pretty sure he'll take a majority.
Right. And see, and that's why I'm saying, like with the writing and stuff. Like, do you take the writers? Do you take the directors? Do you take the actors? Like, are you just taking the name and it's like, well, we got them contractually over here right now. So if you take it, boom, you got Power, you got this, but you got to start fresh type shit. Like, I wonder how that would look. Like, when you get
I'm pretty sure it would probably be very more expensive for it to get him buy it out, right? But I'm pretty sure he would have to work on taking the contracts with him buying that contract as well. Because when they sign the contracts for these shows, they definitely be signing to the network. Even though they're doing it for the show, it'll be to the network.
I just feel like it'll feel weird if other than HBO, where like the top shows live. I can't see Power being nowhere but Stars. Like, I can't see it on FX. I can't see it on Peacock and shit. Like,
I can see it on Peacock, because Peacock is not obviously. I can see it on like a Peacock, a Netflix, a Hulu. But I can't see it
right. Maybe right.
Like
maybe
those streaming services is not like Disney Plus. Hell no.
Right. Of course not.
Disney Plus, hell no. But you know what I'm trying to say? I feel like once he gets it, I'm pretty sure one of them other big will definitely give him a call about the whole catalog.
Of course, yeah.
And it'll just be like a big ass, auction. Like he could go to the highest bidder, like whoever throws the most money. He can do that, or he go to the one that he feels like he trusts the most.
Or maybe he go independent
and start his own network.
And be like, I have a house solely for the Power Network. Make the Power app and shit, and like where it house all the Power shows. Like,
and then from there it'll be the jump start, and he can add other shows to it.
Know what he should do? What? Fubu Network. Go to the Fubu app. We talked about this previously. Y'all, you and Sabrina was talking about it on the episode, how they create their streaming. They want to do for us, by us, Black entertainment, Power, Fubu, Black entertainment, 50. You got it. Go holler at them kids for Fubu, man. That's where you go.
That would definitely be definitely.
You know how that shit will take off that app. Like if 50 was able to grab that and send it strictly or directly to the Fubu streaming app, bro, I'm talking they gonna cash.
Yeah,
They gonna
because
cash at that.
that bulk of people that only watch Stars for the Universe will all migrate.
Exactly.
That whole thing, and it's gonna be a good amount of people.
And then that will keep people there for the other.
Yeah, and while you have the other shows, you gotta promote that while you're there. Like, yo,
right. And then you know how to be having. If you watch this, you will like Bo have the selections and shit at the bottom and shit. Boom, man. Look, I need to be hired for their marketing team, man. Cause
the one thing I say is, right now, the only other show I watch on Stars that's not 50 oriented as of right now is
you be watching that.
I was about to
say the with the boy pussy. You be watching.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, it's a good show, but that show.
I've heard. I've never watched it. I heard it's wild.
I'm not gonna hold you. That show gets crazy.
Is it a new season?
New season 2 drops June 3rd. I've been like, I guess the pandemic delayed it. Yeah. But the new season of P-Valley drops June 3rd. So, but that's the only other show I watch on Stars that has nothing to do with any of the 50 shows at this current time.
I've heard about P-Valley. I've heard about another show called Outlander.
I heard of Outlander. Outlander's been on Stars for a while now, because every time I'm watching 50 shows, you know how they show previews.
Right, exactly.
Stars, promote
and I heard
other shows.
Right. I heard that show is pretty good. But I'm gonna get to P-Valley at some point. I'm gonna get to P-Vally. I've heard nothing but good stuff about it.
I'm not gonna lie, like
I heard it's a wild show.
It's very entertaining. It's very entertaining. Wait till you see like meet the rapper on the show, like the show's rapper, and that storyline. Wait till you get to that part, you'd be like, "Whoa, what is going on here?"
So I can't watch it with Dorian around, right?
No. I'm sorry.
Not at all.
Nah. It takes place at a strip club. The show takes place at a strip club. So already that is like, you know what I'm trying to say? They really be stripping on the show.
It's vulgar. Yeah. I got you.
So that's I would say that's the lightest part.
That's the entry level of it. But then
that's the lightest part.
Right, okay. Like, so look, don't watch it because they're in this. It's taking place. The setting is not right for a kid his age. But other than that, then the shit is just
it's just going, woo, this is not meant for young eyes at all.
Yeah. That's great. It's just a sidebar, right? So this episode is airing after Easter. So if Happy Easter. I don't know if y'all said at the end of the episode. The last week.
Totally forgot. Totally slipped my mind. But
hopefully you guys enjoyed your Easter. But we had to kill all the fictitious characters. So we had to tell Dory there's no Easter Bunny, there's no Tooth Fairy, and there's no Santa. We had to kill it all this week.
Oh, yeah, did it this week?
Well, on Easter, right? So I made him an Easter basket. So we did a photo shoot a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
With Easter eggs, right? So made him an Easter basket with some of those eggs. So we come into the crib, like we going to church. I come back to the house before them so I could put the Easter basket up. So it seemed like the Easter Bunny came. So we walk back into the house. We go to the store. We walk back into the house. The Easter Bunny Easter basket there. He like, oh, Easter basket. He see the basket got toys and candy. But then he stopped. He like, hold on. He look at the egg. He like, ain't this the egg from when we just did that photo shoot a couple of weeks ago? Like, because it's like some fake plastic egg that you put candy in and shit. He like, hold on, these are the same eggs. So I was thinking like, yo, where you think I got them from? I was gonna go that route, like I got them from Easter Bunny. But his face was like,
he was ready for whatever.
Yeah. So me and Sabrina was like, look, all right, we just gotta stop it right now. You 8 years old. There ain't no more Easter Bunny, explain him to the real reasons behind Easter. Had explained to him the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus is both me and his mother. He was disappointed, but he got over it.
All kids will be disappointed. You know what I'm
saying? I just told him, don't kill it for his friends or anybody that still believe. Don't go to school like, yeah, Easter Bunny, that shit ain't real. We being lied to. Don't believe it. Like, go home, tell your parents. None of that shit real. I told him like, yo, don't kill it for nobody else.
But usually that's what's gonna happen, because it's like once the kid, like, some kids know how to manage it, but at the end of the day, kids, so one kid be like, my parents told me ain't really gonna be.
No, but see, that's what happened with Christmas. A kid told
Oh.
And we was like, yeah, but we like, yeah, they badass probably ain't getting nothing. That's why they saying that. And he was cool with that. But now we told him everything that he like, everything's a lie. It's all a lie. Like, it's just, I'm like, don't kill it. Don't kill it for none of the other kids. I ain't mean a sidetrack right there, but yeah.
Easter was like, no, this was
Easter
like,
just
Easter
happened
was
and
yesterday. We're filming on Monday. Easter was yesterday.
Yeah, so
I totally forgot. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I feel like growing up, Easter was a little more, you know.
Yeah, it was. It was more commercial back then. But,
yeah, I just feel like overall, I just feel like family took Easter a little more seriously.
Yeah, definitely.
Younger, get older.
But again,
some people still take that serious.
But that was our parents' generation. Our generation are now the parents, and motherfuckers don't be taking it serious. So
I guess it depends. It depends.
Yeah,
but about parents,
we celebrate
about parents and kids, right?
What happened?
Supposedly, man, Benzino was laughing at his daughter Coyle Ray's album sale. He said he was happy. But it's like, damn.
Yeah.
He's already, you know.
Yeah, they already been going through it.
No time. We already talked about it pre-pod, but you know, he's going through his social media battles right now with a whole bunch of stuff right now, and in the midst of that, a page that he claims that wasn't his,
right. Well, it was an old page that he lost a long time ago. That was hacked.
According to him, yes.
Right, according to him.
And he left at his daughter's cell. So it was like, for the most part, you see, like, if you like paid attention to this situation, it seems like there's always like a good part of their relationship, and it's like they go through like a little rift. And obviously, she said some comments on the Breakfast Club that he wasn't a fan of.
But, right. Well, again, she spoke on the Breakfast Club, but she spoke before about how when he was at the source, like him and her mother they were still in the projects, they still were like struggling or whatever, and he said that shit is all cap because he took care of them or whatever. So they've always had like a strained relationship. And again, with her getting to music, she didn't use her dad name like to say like, oh, I'm Benzino's daughter. She's done everything like by herself because she didn't want to be like tied or attached to him. And she's seeing success. Like Coyle Ray been cooking last couple of years, but she just dropped her debut album, Trendset on Good Friday. And I think it was like 15K she did first weekend or something like that.
I think the post that it was laughing at, it was 11K. Okay, so in the post that it was supposedly he was laughing at it was announced that she sold 11K.
Yeah, so
well, she's new. She's up and coming. Like
she's still an up and coming, artist.
Album sales is different.
And actually, again, that's what I'm about to say. Like album sales, like really don't mean shit. And I don't think artists really care, other than fucking Drake. That's the only nigga that be really like we hear about their album sales. Like for the most part, artists know that's not even where they make their fucking money at because they be in these bullshit deals. So artists be looking for a single or so to hit so they can go tour that shit.
That's true. And I think it's because album sales is not how it used to be, but the fact that in our time growing up,
right,
it was album sales this, album sales that.
That was always the topic. Yeah,
it still holds. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's still an accolade if you sell a good amount of albums. So it still holds some weight, even though we're in the era that everybody's streaming everything. So they're adding streams to album sales. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like hard album sales, like actual physical, is probably not as much as it's just they're adding now. YouTube stream, all types of streams is getting added.
And then, but then it don't even count the same either because like a stream is not really, if a nigga stream your album, they don't really consider it as like a hold hard album sale. Like, so it's like, it's a percentage, like the whole shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's just everything's different. So it's like, especially that's her first album, obviously. Yeah. She's up. And
I actually fuck with a lot of the music. Like she got a song with Blue Valentine, whatever that nigga name is. He a singer and shit. But the album is actually this.
I know what you're talking about, but I think he dropped all the extra things. I think he's just Blue now.
Young Blue. Yeah, Young Blue. She got a few hits on it. She reminded me of like a female Tory Lanez. Okay. Whereas she don't really have her style, but she's good at she's good at mimicking a lot of the popular styles. Whereas, you get what I'm saying? Like, she can do the drill, she can do the Afro beat, she can do the little bit of rapping, she can do a little bit of everything. Like Tory Lanez, like they can do it at a high level, but they don't really have their particular sound.
Yeah,
they sound like
their signature sound. Yeah, you just
right.
know what they're doing. So it's like they're
right,
doing some
exactly.
dope shit, but it's like they don't got their signature sound yet. But
right. And so with this project, it sound like she's a young artist, so you can hear she got mad features on the shit, mad features, and you can hear the influence of the features because it sound like the songs that got the feature. It sound like a song that artist would do. So like, and her mimicking their style or trying to play into their style, but she does it well. Like, so if people are looking for like a Coi Leray album, I don't think this is that because it's still like it's like almost like a mixtape. It's a bunch of different vibes on it because she has so many different people on there. She has a vibe for everybody, type of shit. So it's like you're not from this. You ain't gonna be like, oh, I understand who Coi Leray is. It's just like you can tell she's talented. She's a fucking talented girl. She got a few songs on there that I really fuck with, like that I've added to my different playlists and shit. But benzino goofy. So we put that out there. And Coi Leray is a young artist. She's gonna be around for a while, I think. And 15 or 11, whatever the case may be, she got songs that I know gonna be some fucking TikTok challenges because that's what count. And she gonna be able to tour off this album and actually make her money and actually sell some tickets based on the music she got, because a lot of the music she got on there is vibes.
Yeah, she's been having, she's had, they had what performance was it that people were making fun of, like because the crowd.
Oh yeah.
She's been having,
Right. But that's because she was trying new music and shit. Like, and that song I can't remember what it was. It's not on this album. Like that she was performing and shit, and the crowd wasn't moving and shit. But this song with all those features, she got something for everybody. Like. Mm-hmm. She got something for everybody. So I fucks with it.
It's the first album, and it's first of many more. And she's gonna continue to be around. So we look forward to if you fuck with music, continue to look for her and support her. So we'll be moving on. But it's just she's been having a up and down journey with her.
benzino is if it's fake or not, cool. But benzino, you are in no place to laugh at anybody. If it was really you. You are in no place, my brother, because you are musically and media-wise, you are the butt of the jokes, and you like butt. So,
oh my god,
be cool, bro. chill out. You the butt of the joke and butt of somebody else, but you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta chill, bro. You can do it alone. Let her shine again. Get out her way. Let her shine.
Yeah, but we'll move on. We want to keep it music. We're going to talk about like a hip hop, music legend. Mary J. Blige is going to be honored with the Icon Music Award at the Billboard Music Awards, the 2022 Billboard Music.
Right.
I said, that's valid. She put a good amount of years in. I think the right time in.
It's dope. I can't see. Mary should be celebrated. Like she's put in enough years. She got enough hit tracks. She probably had Diddy up there with her and shit. Like because she had a nice amount of her work was done with Diddy and shit. She probably do a little a collection performance and shit that's gonna be dope. So congratulations.
Coach State, everybody in the fans will get to a verse because she said she wanted
exactly, and that's what I'm about to say. Only thing I'm missing from Mary right now is a verses. I want a verses from Mary, but she said she ain't gonna do it. But I would like to see Mary do a versus against somebody of her caliber, maybe some Missy Elliott, maybe Beyonce. My wife will say.
Nobody can go against her.
I already know. Nobody can go against Queen B to Sabrina, but I'm just saying I like to see Mary up there with a formidable challenger, and I think like Missy Elliott or somebody like that caliber would be a good battle.
Because
For
at this
niggas doing
point,
shit.
versus is competitive, but it's just a celebration of the artist's catalog. So it'll be like the same thing. It's just you're not competing. You know, her performing her hits at the Billboard Music Awards.
Right. Yeah.
It's basically that. It's just not, you're not competing with someone. You're just performing.
And again, it's like you said, but it's an honor. Like the Billboard thing is an honor. First is the same thing. We honoring the OGs and the people that paved the way and shit. So that's definitely dope of Billboard to recognize her because she is a legend in music. But yeah, give me a verse, Mary. That's what I want to see. Do Billboard even have an award show though? Like be on TV? Like
I think so. I think so. It's gonna probably be on one of them lower TV channels if I'm not, anything under 11 is probably gonna be somewhere on one of those channels. Right.
Yeah, ABC, NBC, one of them shit.
It probably would be ABC. Let's see what channel. Let's Google what channel.
Yeah, I don't know. I know for sure I've never watched a Billboard award show. Like, because I barely watch the award shows now. I'll catch the Grammys and I'll catch the Oscars and I catch BET Hip Hop Awards.
It'll air May 15th at 8 p.m. on NBC. I'm doing something under 11. I was going to say MTV. I was like, nah, MTV just be airing their own shit. So
yeah, right.
That's why I said straight, anything under 11.
So I might check it out just so I can see. That's a Sunday or something, right? Usually award shows be on Sundays.
I would assume so. On May 15th, let's hit the calendar. May 15th is a Sunday. May 15th is a Sunday.
Yeah, that's the award show day and shit. So if it don't conflict with 90 Day, because we just got a new season of that. If it don't conflict with 90 Day, then I'm gonna pop my head in and see what Mary doing shit. See who else is up on there and performing shit. But congrats to Mary though. She definitely deserved it.
But now we're gonna talk about something a little controversial. So Rory was speaking on his pod. You know, Rory, you most know him from his time at the Joe Budden podcast.
Right.
I think he was on his pod with Maul, and they was on that pod talking, and he was talking about how shitty of a person Trey Songz is, and he feels that within the next 15 years there will be basically a surviving Trey Songz type of documentary, and he feels that documentary will blow the actual surviving R. Kelly doc out the water. Do you see that happening, or you still think, because we've covered it a couple of times on ASO. There's been like speculation, people coming out with stuff. Do you see in the next 15 years a possible Trey Songz doc in the works?
I could definitely see that. A lot of motherfuckers get exposed. These creep niggas and media in Hollywood are being exposed on a rapid basis. So I could definitely see it. Now, in regards to the phenomenon that comes with R. Kelly and his sescapades, I don't think anybody's going to top him, because this R. Kelly shit been like dead ass 20, 30 years in the making. Like from the tape back when we were shorties, from the case back when we were shorties to today, this R. Kelly shit has been on a slow burn and a slow build for quite some time. I don't think Trey Songz celebrity ain't big enough, to be honest. Like, so
in terms of you feel like, because R. Kelly was, and Trey Songz is a big artist, but if we compare peaks and whatnot, I don't think he was on, like, he was big, but R. Kelly.
And again, big. And I'm saying, big Trey Songz had a moment in the early 2000s, like maybe that first decade, where he was like really that nigger. But Trey ain't never been like, even in that time, he was still a big R&B artist, along with a lot of big R&B artists. R. Kelly has always been the top dog, like, so he has been the king of R&B, and ain't never been no disputing that. Like, so the power and the celebrity that come with R. Kelly and the shit that he's done and the stories that come with how he get down, of course Trey shit is gonna affect people. But to the extreme of R. Kelly, nah, man, that R. Kelly shit.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know, man. For the simple fact, I look at it this way. Shit,
and then like
R. Kelly's so big. You know what I'm trying to say? R. Kelly's so
Yeah.
big. He had women protesting to get him
Right.
released.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Trey don't have that power that KO's got. So like Roy is comparing and saying like the Trey shit gonna blow R. Kelly shit out of the water. Trey ain't gonna, I don't think Trey has the fandom.
That's probably why it would be worse. Because
like
he gets hit with that and ain't no coming back.
Oh, once he get hit, it's quiet. But I'm saying in regards to how it's gonna affect the world, how it's gonna shake the media, it definitely won't shake it as much as the R. Kelly situation, is what I'm saying.
I agree. But
R. Kelly had the minor part of it, he's like fucking with minors. He got these women fucking hypnotized or dickmatized or whatever. He got them kidnapped and all this other shit that came with it. Then him being freaky as hell at his shows doing freaky shit. Like R. Kelly shit is just like a whole collective of shit. Where this Trey shit is, if he did what these women say he did, fuck him, keep it a buck, like, keep the predators off the streets. But in regards to the power, the R. Kelly shit is definitely going to drive more people.
But maybe he's just thinking in the terms of like what the shit he was actually doing was probably also worse. Both things are bad, but he probably, the way it sounds like in the story,
the way he was handling shit was
doing shit worse. It's all bad, but it's like he took it to the extreme of.
And I think his stuff, although the difference between his and Kale's don't seem, although bad, don't seem to be violent.
Yeah, so it's just he's taking that advantage thing, but it doesn't.
Right, exactly.
There's no violence into it.
Right. Kale's got more of a predatorial situation, whereas Trey Songz have a narcissistic villain, like evil person, like doing like sexual acts to women. Like it's a more evil approach that's being, like, in regards to the stories that's come out. Like his approach to these women seems to be a lot more aggressive.
Based off the stories,
R. Kelly, right? Based off the stories, R. Kelly shit is just like he got motherfuckers dickmatized and hypnotized, and some might be predators, and some might be this, and something like that. But it's never like R. Kelly's beating on bitches or violently doing something to violent sexual acts. With these his accusers and shit,
and victims,
the victims and shit, like
victims and accusers. But you say victims, so he's in jail, so he got that.
So the victims, some of the women say they want victims. So some victims and some willing participants. But with this trade situation, it seems to be a lot of them are like, yo, this nigga was evil. This nigga is disgusting. Like,
well, he's yet to be charged. I don't think he's yet to be charged or anything. Or
hasn't been charged, and still speaking. He is innocent in all.
For the time being, till further notice, he is innocent till proven guilty. But
yeah.
So we're gonna have to see how it all plays out, because I'm pretty sure, give it some time, he will probably, with all these accusations he's being hit with, eventually someone will take the stand of like, oh nah, we're gonna have to put we're gonna take it more serious than others. It seems like others is just saying their stories and they're just speaking their experience with the man, but he's innocent till proven guilty, and but
yeah, I mean, again, we can't really say much until we figure out more of what's going on and shit. And again, like you say, he's innocent until proven guilty, although we live in a world that might not always be true in the court of public opinion, but we got to see what happens, man. But if it's true, ain't no coming back from it. Definitely. Like, ain't gonna be no way to shake that shit.
Definitely. But now we're gonna sidebar something much lighter, but it's stirring a little controversy, especially social media. But they try to throw my man ASAP under the bus this week. Them cheating rooms, like, oh, he cheating on Rihanna while she's pregnant.
Hate be real, man. Hate be real.
I don't believe it, but you know what I'm trying to say? It's like every time, you know, it's celebrity gossip, so everybody, but once everybody get a wind of it, especially like Twitter, you're gonna see like funny memes, people making jokes. Yeah. That's stuff about it. That's usually what happens with celebrities.
And all it takes, again, how many times do social media kill people? And everybody run with it. Just RIP fucking Gumby. And everybody be, oh shit, what happened to Gumby? Damn, oh, Gumby died. With no facts, no fact checking, none of that shit. People just run with a story. So all it takes is one person to kick off a rumor and it's gone. Now, ASAP Rocky's supposed to be cheating with somebody who works with Rihanna, who like in charge of her like shoe line, the 50 shoes and shit. And this young lady has come out, beautiful young lady, but she ain't fucking with Rihanna. But she's come out and said like, yo, I don't even know that man. Like, I have no association with him. I know that he's with Rihanna. I know of him, but we don't have any type of relationship. Please don't do this. Please don't put rumors on my name. I have a reputation as an entrepreneur. I'm a designer. All this. Speaking her piece, ASAP said his little piece like, yo, all that shit is cap. Rihanna ain't really don't seem to be bothered at all by the shit. Like, so she dealing with her pregnancy. She close to having it.
Yeah, they got pictures of them in like Barbados together. So it's like for the people that was probably for the rumors to be true, seeing them pictures like punching the air and shit.
Exactly, swinging in the air and shit. That's why I hate when motherfuckers be like, yo, when they found out that ASAP and her were together and like shortly after she was pregnant, niggas online, yo, damn, nigga, bitch ass nigga took my girl, all this. Bro, get over the fantasy. You will never be around this woman. And I'm pretty sure if a lot of niggas that be talking, yo, Rihanna so bad, she come and shoot her shot because she look like an aggressive woman that knows what she wants and go for what she wants. Niggas would fold. Niggas would be like, Rihanna be like, yo, you heard like, Rihanna come you like, I like you, right, exactly. I like you, I want you. Niggas are straight fold up, man. So cut the cap, bro. ASAP and her are happy, man. Let niggas live. Let people hate seeing people be happy.
Even the person that started the rumor even apologized and took it back and was like, I think it was a she. I could be wrong, but she was like, she didn't even mean for it to get blown out proportion like that. But it's like,
see, but you push shit out there, and all it takes is for one person to retweet it, and then that becomes a story. They are a hot topic right now and shit. Everybody want to know what Rihanna doing with her pregnancy. She's shopping at Target and shit. Everybody like, you know, they getting all the tabloid shine right now. Let them people fucking live, man. They gonna have a pretty baby and shit because she pretty, he a pretty nigga and shit too. So let them have a pretty baby. Let them live, man. Let them rock. She fucking a billionaire, the richest person in her fucking country ever. Like, in Barbados and shit. ASAP, pretty motherfucker from Harlem and shit. Harlem, what he rapping. Let these pretty motherfuckers do them, man. Get out their business, bro. Damn.
That's a lot.
All that hating shit, man. Fuck it. Let their kid. What their kid name gonna be? What you think they kid? They gonna come with some weird ass name.
I think they're gonna come up with something simple but creative.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be something creative. Cardi B and them just exposed their child, their son. You know, they had a son, and they've been keeping his name private. They got his name is Wave Set Cephas. I think that's Offset last name, like Cephas. Yeah, so his name is Wave. First name is Wave. Middle name is Set, like Offset. So his name is Wave Set Cephas and shit. So they gonna come with some weird shit like that. His name gonna be like ASAP baby.
Like, no, I just feel like with that pairing, they're just gonna come up with something simple but creative. I'm pretty sure they have their thought out. They probably thought out.
Oh yeah,
shit probably have like a deep ass meaning.
It's definitely gonna be something. It's gonna be something original, definitely.
But shit, if she gives, not saying, but they get the baby gets a generic man. Probably be surprised, but it is right. You know what I'm trying to say?
Baby come out, if it's a boy, come out with Brad and shit. Like, just a regular common ass name and shit. But man, let them people live. They like, man.
I anticipate a creative fire name, but
right.
we'll see.
Yeah, I think so. I told you my next kid, if it's a girl, is gonna be Devin Luther Johnson Jr. So
Devin Luther Johnson. But your wife said what she said, Loretta. She wanted it to be Loretta.
It's gonna be
Davina Loretta.
Not Davina. Not Davina. It's gonna be I think she said Delilah, because we got the D's. Laverta, my mother's middle name.
Oh, okay. I said Loretta, but Laverta.
Yeah,
I said Loretta.
Laverta. That's my mother's middle name. So
I just made a whole name. I said Davina.
So I know the last name, middle and last name, Laverta Johnson. What the D is, we was gonna do Dylan, but my brother named his daughter Dylan. I said, nah, hell no.
It's Devin with an A.
I said Dakota. We've said a bunch of D's and shit, but we ain't having no more fucking kids, so it's all just.
Oh, it could be Devin, just is spelled differently.
No, if it's gonna be Devin, it's gonna be spelled exactly the same because she's a junior.
She's gonna be a junior.
Yeah, gotta be spelled the same.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now moving on from that, what are we looking forward to this spring? Like this spring of 2022, what we got looking forward? As of right now, I was looking forward to Doctor Strange 2 that come out in May.
Yeah, right.
Spring don't start till June something shit. What else to look out for in spring? Obviously, my birthday's in June, so because summer start like June 21st, so I'm looking forward to my birthday. I'm getting old, but I got some new news. Some news dropped today, Dev, and I got something new to look for. May 13th, Kendrick is dropping the album. May 13th.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. He announced it. Wow. I knew I forgot to send it into the chat.
He announced it?
Yeah. Kendrick said he's dropping
Kendrick himself.
Yeah.
He wrote like a little
thing.
On Instagram?
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar announces an album release date. Los Angeles, California. The following statement released today by Okamoto through his company PG Lang at 11 a.m. Album Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper. Release date 5/13/2022.
That's lit. I think this is supposed to be his last album on Top Dog too.
And the last one says all factual information for this release will, it's hard. They got the S over that. Oh, come directly from this source only.
Hey, that's dope, man. Get Kendrick album. I'm overdue. Remember when we was in Cali? That was always playing.
That damn album was. That's like fucking. That was our vibe.
That was our soundtrack for Cali. We played that shit.
A Cali soundtrack.
Yeah, that's all we played was damn. But yeah, I'm overdue for some Kendrick and shit. That's fine. Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to this spring. My birthday tomorrow.
We some spring babies.
Yeah, when this episode airs, I will already be 34. 34 of them things. Goddamn nigga.
And for those that's listening, he had like a game night to celebrate his birthday, and when he was telling everybody in the apartment his age,
I was about to say 39.
39 years old. So y'all believe what age he, y'all make assumptions.
That was the rum punch. I'm not
gonna lie, that rum punch was hitting. That rum punch was definitely hitting.
And man, Sabrina, we killed the rest of it yesterday and shit. Like
that shit was definitely hitting. That was some good shit.
That was a good game night and shit. I should have recorded it.
Yeah, you got a free 18 thing of beer because you didn't even get the beer pong.
Yeah, bro, the shit's right. The shit's still in there and shit. Like it's mad beer and mad drinking that motherfucker. We like, what we gonna do with all this shit? Cause we don't drink like that. Like,
well, y'all gonna be some alcoholics for like at least 2 weeks. You gotta get through that shit.
We ain't gotta drink it. We just gonna slowly sip. Like we got beers, we got Handsome Drop left all those IPAs. Her sister brought fucking Don Q, we just got bottles in the fucking closet, like, and we was looking yesterday, like, yo, what the fuck we gonna do with all this drink? I'm like, shit, we might as well throw in another game night and shit to fucking get rid of this shit. Like, there's so much shit in there and shit. But happy birthday to me when y'all see this episode and shit. But spring, I just saw Thor.
Oh yeah, the
Love
Thor
and
trailer
Thunder
came out. I was gonna say in
trailer
the
came
chat.
out.
I want to
Shit
set
look
it in the chat, but you know, Eddie be like a always
hater.
downer, like
Yeah, hating and shit.
hey,
Hating.
I don't want to see that. No one cares. Like, so
Yeah, he a
I didn't
hater.
send it, but I was gonna send it earlier.
Nah, that shit look funny though. Cause Thor has that like Guardians of the Galaxy approach, like to the movies and shit. It's not like as serious as it used to be, like with 1 and 2.
Yeah, it was more of a serious, like it was like more like serious. Thor was more serious. Now he's just letting loose, and it's just like wisecracks and just look at him doing dumb shit, and it's like
but it's still like action on top of it and shit. Him and like Star-Lord relationship, like that's funny as hell and shit. Like they fight for dominance, who the alpha and shit. But spring, man, I'm just looking for more from C2, like get more content out. You know, hopefully we get some more OSA original content out this spring. As the weather get better, we get to be around each other more and shit. So that's what I'm really looking forward to. Just the growth of C2, man. Us doing what we got to do to put our shit on. To be honest.
Definitely. That's something to look on. More growth at C2, and hopefully we'll continue to grow. We got some shows that's still ready there, and we got some ideas put out. But hopefully, just within spring we'll have a new show to announce, and we'll have something new premiering to join the slab. What we got? We got Made in Melanin, Out of Shape All Stars, Another City Opinion.
Yeah.
And the photo, we had two of them. What's wrong with that photo? What's wrong with that photo by DQ? So he gave us 2, so we had 2 episodes so far. No, or 2 clips, two parts. So
things wrong with this photo. I actually reposted them today. So we got 4 things popping right now on our IG as well as YouTube and shit. So hopefully this spring, well not hopefully, we are gonna put out more content and shit and just continue growth for the channel. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most this spring and shit.
Definitely. We're gonna end this, with a new thing that we came up with for ASO. I was about to say OSA. ASO, podcast is our viral moment of the week, and love him or hate him. Every time he comes around,
he always goes viral.
He knows how to channel the attention, like get people to look at him. Even though for the most part, I don't think as much people cares no more. Like I think
they don't.
He still draws attention, but I feel like it's slowly dwindling. He's still, trying to say, because I feel like numbers from his first comeback, from his little stint in jail, was a little higher. Yeah. So slowly settling decline, but all things decline at one point. So it is what it is. But
snitch eyes.
Everyone's favorite.
Mickey is back. Tekashi 6ix9ine is back in the streets. He's back online.
He dropped the song. He dropped the video.
Right. So that's what I'm about to say. So he dropped the video and song. I ain't hear nobody talk about it. I ain't see anybody really care. Like nobody really cares. It's his continued success is solely on who he's gonna try to beef with. If he can get a reaction out of those people, he will continue to have minor success because he dropped the song. He was in Brooklyn and he had a few niggas in the video and shit.
But crazy. I watched the video. That's a whole different song.
Word.
That's a whole different song.
So either way, the song is ass. I don't know if it's because he a snitch. The songs don't have the same appeal. He looked sick and shit. But now he beefing with Fabio, who just dropped the album, The Bible and shit. And Fabio is pretty much like the head nigga in hip hop for New York right now. Like he's the ascending star.
You can't star on Ross for like New York.
For New York hip hop and shit, drill and shit. He just dropped his album Bible and shit. Again, he got the cosign from Ye. Getting the cosign, he got Alicia Keys. He had a lot of big features on his album and shit. So he has a lot of star power and people backing him and shit, and like coining him the new and the next big thing out of New York and shit. So what do 6ix9ine do? Shit on him, like, yo, that's the nigga that's hot.
Well, technically, 6ix9ine does what he's gonna do, but he baited Five because Five didn't have to respond to him. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
He had to. Right. If you don't like talk like objectively, like 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
Usually when he's rapping, he talk, "Oh, I'm the king of the city" thing, But
right.
he said that, obviously. Fabio was like, he ain't the king of the city. No way he's the king of the city. And that's all he needed.
But that's what I'm saying.
Baited him into it.
That's why my previous statement is 6ix9ine's success is solely based on beef, because he dropped his music, nobody gives a fuck. He makes his outlandish statements, he bait people. Now he becomes back in the fold of what's hot in hip hop, because now he's tied to what's really hot in hip hop. He's beefing with somebody that's really hot in hip hop at the moment.
It's funny if you watch the video, like I think it's at some point in the second verse, like in the video, you see it real quick. Yeah. Like it's a quick screen grab. It says "Slide for Yvonne." It just pops up in the background. You just see a big red letter, "Slide for Yvonne." He continues rapping. So you know what I'm trying to say. Obviously, we've watched the whole shit with him and Dirk go across, but I guess he's still trying to continue that. But it seems like Dirk was entertaining it for a little bit, but it seems like he completely just started ignoring it and just
to me, when it comes to street shit, like that internet shit, again, with a nigga like him who's an informant, you don't entertain him online. You don't talk back to this nigga because he worked with the boys. So if you're gonna do something, real G's move in silence and handle yours. And I think Dirk at a point was like, yo, why am I even addressing this nigga like on these social media platforms when we know this is where the rats live and shit. So it is what it is. I'll see him when I see him type shit. Like I'll stop talking. And Fabio needs to have that same approach where it's like, I ain't got nothing to say to this nigga. Everybody just don't talk to the nigga. He will disappear again. He comes back, y'all. He baits, like you said. He baits and hope that somebody responds. If they don't respond, his ass disappears. So, because his music ain't go hit, and that's just what it is. But it's always entertaining. He's always entertaining.
At this point, you look at the entertainment aspect of it because that's what it is. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's the entertainment point of the aspect,
right?
Because also a part of it, like I was telling my brother, I feel like part of it also, like he continues to rap the way he raps is just it's for the message. Basically, his message. The way I perceive it, his message is that a lot of these rappers don't really do what they rap. So even though he did what he did, how they gonna tell me not to continue rapping this way when good percentage of these rappers don't even live what they rap? You know what I'm trying to say? I think that's part of I think that's his underlying message. When he comes to it, it was like, how these niggas gonna tell me I can't say this or that? But yeah, because y'all not really like that. I did what I did at the end of the day, but y'all not like that neither. So it's like,
sounds good.
No, I'm just saying. Good. I think that's. I think
now it's just so now he Lil Tecca and shit. Because remember, Lil Tecca was like, yo, I ain't really about this shit. I just be rapping because it sound good type shit. That's what you don't know, nigga. You was playing the street game, got exposed, but then you still trying to play the street game. These niggas could talk that shit until they expose. Like once you expose, then it's over for that shit. So it's like,
yeah, but the thing is, from the jump till now, he's still been always identified as one thing, troll, and that's what he's continuing.
And he gonna always be that.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Always be that. Right.
He's gonna continue to do that. He he's not dumb. He knows what he's doing.
No, right. He definitely knows.
He knows how to market himself and knows what things. So you know what I'm trying to say? He's a troll first. So the trolling is what helped boost his career, and the trolling is what's helped keeping his career. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's gonna help keep him.
So, and as other rappers, he needs to troll and attach himself to other people. So the best thing to do is limit his trolling by not reacting to it, because we've seen him disappear over the last couple of years. He like, yo, I took a break, but I still got my McLaren. I still got my bro. Nobody cares anymore. Like nobody really cares about what the fuck you got. It's just once you start beefing with somebody and they respond to it, then now it's like, okay, now you on all the social media sites, you own all the blogs and shit like that.
Yeah, because no matter what, even if not them, it's just when beef takes place in hip hop, everybody like everybody looks like, oh, what's going on over there?
And so it's the burning building effect. Like people always want to see a burning building and shit, and that nigga is on fire. So everybody will go look, but turn away from this idiot, because that's the only way. His music ain't doing it, and the troll is the only thing that's keeping him alive in hip hop. So once that die, it's over for the kid.
Well, unless he could go a whole different route, and I'm not saying it's not impossible. He can really resurrect his career, just go a whole different route. But he seems like he enjoys the route that he's on, and he's gonna continue to do it because he likes it. So But,
I mean, he's happy with the troll and shit. He's DJ Academic. He's Whack 100. Like that group of trolling niggas, like they all one group of goofies that do that shit. Like, and he's just a rapper. He's just a rapper that does it.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's dropping today, but they got a new interview on Academic's podcast.
Yeah.
Shit, off the record.
Off the record. Yeah.
I think they got a whole new interview dropping today. At some point on Spotify, they got a whole new interview. So I'm not gonna lie, the first one was kind of entertaining. You know what I'm trying to say? Like the first one was entertaining. Just listening to them going back, just listening to two people that try to manipulate and make it seem like their way is the right way. Go at it with each other. It's just like just watching it was entertaining. But
we gonna see what happens.
It says like trying to say if you watch that first one, he basically said trying to say like right basically it's a villain, but that's what he told him in the interview. But like I said, I think it's the online what I mentioned before. It's like he feels probably like they can say what they want, but a lot of these niggas not like that anyway. So how are they gonna tell me not to rap? When a lot of
I don't mind them rapping. Like it's a lot of niggas. There's a lot of shit to rap about. Rap ain't just drilling. Rap
or street shit. Yeah, you can rap
or
about
street shit. Like you can rap about everything, anything you want to rap about. You can rap about life. Rap about life in general. You can rap about Walmart. There's a place for everyone in rap because everyone has a different perspective.
Story, some people have a different story, different backgrounds, but everybody got different experiences coming from
exactly
places.
Exactly. So because of this, that don't mean you can stop rapping. Like you can't talk street shit because of this situation. That's what it comes down to. Like
I think it became confused. It's like you could rap regular non-gangster shit, and because you rap that don't make you not gangster. And you can rap the gangster shit, and because you rap the gangster don't make you gangster. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right. And again, that's what I'm saying. A lot of niggas can be really on that and not rap about it. Like a lot of niggas rap about it, not really on it and shit. Like we don't know that. We don't know what is true. It's just again, we see what we see. It's kind of like, okay, you get the benefit of the doubt because you're putting yourself out there as this person. But in his case, I put myself out there as this person. Since then, that image has been damaged and altered. So you can't talk about that shit no more because your reputation has changed in that aspect. Now, if you change your music, then I'm pretty sure somebody else will find it and be like, all right, if you say I'm a rat and look, I did what I did, there are people that still agree with like, yo, if I was in his situation, I would have did it too. Them niggas did this and like there's a lot of people that give him the benefit of the doubt and be like, yo, I would do what he did and shit because them niggas weren't really his friends and all that shit. I've heard that story and I've heard that people react to his situation that way. So there will be a group of people that understand or agree with how he approached it.
Say sympathize
with it, and might agree with what he did, and not be mad at him for that, because everybody's perspective is different. But now when it comes to being an artist, you've been exposed, so certain content you can't create anymore, because we know for sure you're not like that. With these other people, you say, yeah, them niggas ain't really like that, and that could be true, but we don't know that until they're exposed to not be that way. And so then we can, as a hip hop community, we can say, I ain't fuck with that because that nigga ain't really about that. Like, that's just how it goes. You could be talking about bitches. Your music could be all about bitches and all the bitches you get, and then we found out you a goofball who don't get no ass. Then it's like, okay, nigga, you can't talk about that because it ain't true. Like, that's life. Like, that's how life goes and shit. That's regular life shit. If a nigga talk about money all the time, and then you found out he borrowing money from his bitch on the regular, then bro, I don't want to hear you talk about money. If you talk about fucking basketball and how nice you is, and I see you on the court and you trash, nigga, you can't talk that shit no more. So it's like, that's why I be telling y'all weak niggas about basketball. Y'all, y'all talk, but y'all ain't got it. So shut the fuck up. But I'm just saying, that's life. He's been exposed to be opposite of the way he's portrayed himself to be. And therefore, people ain't gonna accept him talking about certain shit until those people that he deemed shouldn't be talking about certain stuff because he say they not about that. We have to see it first. Until we see it and they're exposed to that, then it's like, okay, 6ix9ine, you just talking because you've been exposed. That's it.
Yep. With that being said, it is what it is. It's a wrap on this brand new episode of Another Shit King Podcast. It's your boy John, my special co-host guest Dev's in the building, and we are out.